everyone, this is my module 8 for my moral compass presentation. So, within the articles, I just kind of picked out a few different quotes that really stood out to me when thinking about the moral compass. One of the first ones was from Stephen Mintz. When he talked about the golden rule, always treat others the way you wish to be treated. To me, that is something that truly speaks to your moral compass, because if you're not treating everyone else the same as how you're wanting to be treated, then your moral compass isn't going to really do anything for you. And then kind of along those lines, how when you're working through something, in the video Moral Emotions, talks about how your emotions play a big role in your decisions, and that honestly makes a lot of sense to me, because sometimes even though you know something is wrong, or you know that it's not something you're supposed to do, your emotions are talking too big, and there's too much going on with yourself, and you still don't make the right decisions. So I, kind of an example, if it's been a long day at school and I go home and I get upset with my husband for no reason, and I realize that that was not the correct decision. I know morally it's wrong, and and then I feel awful afterwards. But again, sometimes your emotions are just way too big. So that really kind of stood out to me as something that was very poignant for the moral compass. So then another thing that stuck out to me is one from Lee in his video, you have to find that truth and stick to it. So I kind of pictured it as when people, sometimes when you enter a new job or a new environment and you kind of take on almost a new role and a new personality, and you don't do what you normally would do. And to me, that's kind of that, you have to find yourself and you have to stick to that. Don't play into what other people are doing. Don't try and do what others are doing. Just do what you are doing and what you have continued to do, and don't try and be something other than you're not. And then so kind of that same idea is one person's moral compass may not point in the same direction as another's as far as right or wrong conduct and belief are concerned. So again, every person is different, and so some people may think one thing is right, one thing is wrong, and so, that can also make it hard when you're coming into a new situation or anything, is that not knowing how other people view things too. But again, to each their own, everyone's moral compass is going to be different, and that's okay. And then this quote from Frank Beccaro really stuck out with me. I vowed as a teacher to never equate a grade point average with a student's self-esteem, because we forget even our students are beginning to form their own moral compasses. And so making sure that we are feeding into that with positive emotions and with positive feedback, and making sure their compasses turn out, the way we think they should turn out, with good positives and good ideas instead of negative ideas and such. So here was my moral compass. So the 8 things I really picked, because it was kind of hard to even just kind of pick 8 things. So I have integrity, honesty, and respect. Those things for sure at work are definitely the 3 things I always, especially even with kindness, I'm always, making sure I do these things. I'm always honest with my kids. I give everybody the same respect, the same kindness, even the empathy. I'm giving them that same empathy I feel for my kids, and even the people I work with as well. And then my love and family, of course, is going to be one of the things I always think of first. And then patience for sure when working with the younger students, and even at home. My husband and I just got a new German Shepherd puppy, and so we're having patience with her right now, potty training and all of that. So these were the things I picked that were the most important to me. So then standard correlation on these, something that really kind of had the idea is that having your moral compass and really understanding how to use your moral compass is going to take you far in life. So just continuing to do those things, being kind, knowing what's right and wrong, understanding how others are feeling, that empathy, and especially if you're working with students, though, those are ideals that you want to pass on to your students. And if you're not understanding that and not feeling that yourself, then you're not going to be able to do those for your students. So this just really helped me create my own moral compass. I have not created one of these before, so it was really nice just to lay those ideals out that are important to me and think about those 8 things and how those interact with each other, and then how I interact with those at home and at school, and that I use them every single day. So then reflection, I really think it'd be fun to be able to do this on a smaller scale with my own students. So we do the second step social emotional program. We talk about emotions and how we treat others. So kind of incorporating some form of moral compass like that with the second step, I think would just be a really fun activity for my kids to do and be able to just to see how they feel about their own ideals and like that. So thank you for watching.